welcome to this week's video. I'm going to do a studio tour for you guys today. So I'm lucky enough to have my own space in my house. We turned the spare bedroom into a little office slash art studio for me. Rudely interrupted by Sandy having a nice drink. Are you happy about that? Was that nice? It's my office slash studio room. So yeah, it's the smallest room in our house. You hear her sniffing and drinking, sorry. Yeah, it's the smallest spare room in our house. So yeah, I took over that room as my space. So yeah, really lucky to have that. It's just a realistic home office studio. It's nothing fancy, but I thought I'd show you anyway, as some people were interested when I did a little poll asking what they wanted me to do videos on. So yeah, I thought I'd show you a realistic home studio office space. But yeah, first I'm gonna make a coffee and then I'll show you. So this is the door to my office. Oh, out of focus. There we go. I'd love to put a little sign or get a sign made or something to put on the door that says Beth Frost Art, maybe just my logo to stick on the door. I think that would be really cute. So yeah, let's go in. This is what you see when you first come into the studio. So we're quite lucky to have big windows in this house, so it's like a top to floor window. It gives lots of natural light in here, which is really handy for when I'm drawing and painting. I've got my little flowers above the window. I think they look really cute. They were left over from our wedding, so I just wanted to use them in another way. Sandy's come to say hi. Hello. So yeah, then I've just got some work on this wall. I'll kind of do a little pan for you guys. This is my gallery wall with some of my paintings and some work from other people as well. And then this is kind of my little storage end of the studio. I've got a handy little alcove where I've managed to put a bookcase, and as you can see, it's very messy and full of lots of random stuff. I really need to work on getting some more storage for this room because yeah, that's just super messy. So let me give you a little proper tour of each wall. So this wall is kind of a gallery wall as well, but it's kind of got a theme. So each of these prints that I've framed are from the same artist, Peter Driver, who I went to Winchester School of Art with. He's a really cool artist, so definitely check him out if he's got a website. He's got Instagram, but yeah, I'll link his pages down below. But I just think they're so lovely. This one says Imagine Better. This one was a lockdown print, Keep Going. And then this one is I'm Glad You're Alive. So this is kind of just my little positivity wall. Just reminds me when things are tough and when work's not really going my way, just to keep going and that life isn't as bad as what I'm making it out to be. So yeah, I got frames for all of those prints and framed them, and they're all in my little studio. So yeah, that's really lovely. And then this is a little art palette, which was a wedding gift from my two friends at work. Your wedding day will come and go, but may your love forever grow. And it's in the shape of a paint palette, and I thought that was just really cute. They know me so well, Mrs. Timbrell. Timbrell's my married name, but I kept my art stuff as Beth Frost Art. And then over on this wall towards the window is my master's degree that I just framed. I just thought it looked proper fancy and I wanted to be proud of myself for achieving it. So yeah, got it framed. So I was thinking on this spare bit of wall here, I could maybe put one of those IKEA pegboards and have like all the different pots or shelves, and I could have, you know, some paintbrushes and stuff just to fill up that gap and to hide these marks on the wall, because we had a big monitor there, but it was like leant against the wall and it kept slipping and like ruining the wall. So I thought maybe I could get one of those pegboards and have some more storage on that wall. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. If we move back, this is my messy work desk. This is my painting desk, where I do all my resin work. So as you can see, it's got blobs of dried resin and paint and stuff all over it. This was my desk that I was willing to ruin and get messy because, yeah, it's an art studio at the end of the day. But I've got a little portfolio down here tucked down the side, just with some old work from my uni days in. This is a canvas from our wedding day that I kind of taped. Let me show you. So I made a little mountain scene out of really thin tape, and then the idea was that people could paint in the sections as like a little bit of entertainment during our wedding. And I just laid out a few paints and stuff and brushes for people to use. I'll try and put a picture of it somewhere on the screen for you to see. But yeah, I think everyone had fun painting it. It's really cute. So yeah, I've just kept that in my studio. Maybe I'll put that up. Although kind of the walls are kind of full in here. I don't know where I'll put it, but I want to put it somewhere because it's just a really nice reminder of everyone who was at our wedding day. This is just the printer, and it always gets stuff stacked up on top of it, but I just have a HP Envy 6430E, and it's a scanner as well, so it's okay, but I want to upgrade to a printer that prints fully to the edges of A4 so I can do better art prints. This is an art print of my Fox canvas painting that I did. I've got a previous video showing you how I painted it and the process of painting it on the canvas, so I'll link that below for you if you want to watch it. But yeah, I got a art print made of it from Redcliffe printers. They do really good quality prints and it always has a nice border around the edge, but my idea is to gold leaf over the actual gold bit, have like a hand embellished print. So yeah, I need to do that, so that's just waiting on my pile of things to do. Yeah, and then I'll cello it up and take it to the gallery. It's just an empty pot that it had some tools in from IKEA, but it's empty now, and I thought that would be really good to put pens or paintbrushes or some sort of art material in. So that's also on the pile waiting for me to do something with it, because yeah, I didn't want to throw it away. I thought it would be handy. And then we've just got printer paper and my husband's laptop and some spare bits of cartridge paper in case I want to do any smaller bits of work. And just popped my MacBook. This is the laptop I use for like all of my YouTube video editing and editing art prints and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Anything to do with my own personal art is done on my MacBook. I bought this from my brother as he didn't want it anymore, and I want to get another case for it, like a blue one to match my colour scheme of my logo and my business and stuff. So yeah, I think I'll buy one of those shortly. I was also thinking I really want to make it like a really nice aesthetic in here, so I wanted to get like a nice one of the big mouse mats, maybe like one from Catnip. I know she's sold out at the moment, but yeah, I love like her pastel-y pinks and blues. I think that would be really cute. A blue laptop case, and then like a blue mouse and keyboard, and like a white laptop stand to go here. So when I'm editing YouTube stuff and working on any edits for photos and prints, I could work here and then just move it to the side when I want to paint and use this for my art. So yeah, I think that's going to be in the pipeline. And then I was thinking of painting this wall blue, like a light blue to match it, to kind of match my logo colours and stuff, or maybe I'll do these two walls. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, which wall I should paint. Probably not this wall because it's already so busy, but maybe this bit with the flower arch, or this wall because it's quite empty otherwise. Okay, and then on this side of my little archway bit, I have a lovely jackalopes print that my friend got me for my birthday one year, and I think it's just so lovely. It took me a while to find a nice, like, natural looking wooden frame for it to go in. I think it goes really nicely. I think the frame was just from Wilko in the end, but yeah, it's really cute. It's by an artist called Lindsay Green. Lindsay Green Illustration. I think I've got her business card. Yeah, so this is her business card. Lindsay Green Illustration. So there you go. She does loads of really lovely animal and kind of like fantasy animal illustrations and drawings. So yeah, really, really cute. And then just below that, I've got my easel that I just kind of store in the corner of the room. I was thinking I kind of need to get a L-shaped desk maybe to go here, but I've just got this like little corner of the room. So yeah, keep my easel there. And probably my favourite painting I've ever done was this one, and I did it like way back when I was at college, so 10 years ago. But yeah, it's still one of my favourites, so I keep it displayed on my easel. And then underneath are just a few other paintings from my art degree. They're all animals or like wildlife. So yeah, I've just got them down there because I don't really know what else to do with them, and I don't have a lot of storage, so that's where they're living. And then I've just got a bag full of hobbycraft, craft paper and scrapbooky kind of things there. This is my little corkboard that I hung up. I had it in my old room before we moved to this house, so I just kind of brought it with me, and it's just got loads of nice memories on it and postcards and old photos and stuff. And yeah, it's just a nice little quirky place for me to put any business cards or any particularly nice memories and stuff. So yeah, hung everything up on there. And then I've got like little llama felt fairy lights. I thought they're really cute, very sweet. And then this is my desk. This is my day desk where I do my day job. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a digital designer and content developer during the day, and then in the evenings and weekends I do commissions and work on my own art projects. So yeah, this is my desk for my day job. I've got my work laptop and keyboard and a second monitor for when I'm designing a lot of things. My Sandy notebook, she's so cute. My brother got me this for my birthday. Wedding photo of me and my husband, and some flowers left over from our wedding in one of the bottles that I painted. And then when my husband was on deployment, he went to the Caribbean and got me a little steel drum set, which is cute. And then this little turtle from Curacao, which I put on top of my dock for my laptop. So yeah, this is my gallery wall. Let me go as far back as I can. So yeah, it takes up a good space, but I love working here and then getting to see all this artwork. It's really nice and bright. It makes me happy. So most of these are mine, but this print is from Livy Nelson. I'll tag her down below. Her Instagram is Livy Has No Life. And she's, yeah, a great artist. I love all her stuff. We went to uni together and did our masters, and she was selling one of these prints, so I got one. I love it. This is just a watercolour painting that I did and then added some silver foil for the moon phases. Yeah, I really like it. It was on my Etsy shop, but it's not anymore. But if anybody wants to buy it, please do let me know, comment down below, or I can put it back on my Etsy shop. This was an experimental screen print I did when I was doing my master's degree. It just says perfectly normal, so I got to use the letterpress as well. This is an A3 acrylic painting I did of Alexander Draymond, who plays Uhtred in The Last Kingdom. I'm obsessed with that show. This is a print I think that I got from my brother, but it's signed, but I can't remember, or I don't know who it's from, so if you recognise it, do let me know. But it's really cool, Get Messy, and it's got a really cool like screen print or letterpress on it. This is an acrylic painting I did of the model Miss Deadly Red. These two postcards are from the Royal Academy summer show in London that I went to years and years ago. But yeah, I just thought they were cool and wanted them, so got those. This was a little biro drawing that I did. It's of a kraken and it's taken down this old sailing ship. Just a biro drawing. These postcards, this one was from Ghent when I went, or Gent, I don't know how you pronounce it. I went there with my friend when she was living in Belgium, went there for a day trip. And then this cute postcard was from Kerry, who runs Art and Design by KB. When I ordered some stickers for my sketchbook from her, this was like the little thank you card thing that comes with it, but I just love it. It's so cute. So I stuck it on my wall. This was another experimental screen print I did from uni. This was like a little drawing I did of Sandy when I was experimenting when I first got my iPad, just like a digital drawing that I printed out. This was a test print of a gift that I did for my friend for her wedding. She has 4 cats and I digitally painted them and wanted to print it out, but I was testing out different types of paper and sizes and stuff, so this was just one of the test prints, but I thought it was too nice to waste, so I stuck it on my wall. This is a really cute dog postcard that I got from my mum-in-law. And then these are some watercolour mushrooms that I painted in the Tory Ratcliffe watercolour workshop that I went to in Brighton, Lewes near Brighton. And then these are just cards that I got in orders from small businesses. So this is from Prints by Millie, this is from Rebel Joe's Design, and this is from OK Doodle. But I just thought they were really pretty and I wanted to keep them on my wall. So yeah, that's my gallery wall. And then finally we have this corner of the studio. It's so messy. I kind of want to just rip it out and start again, but I've got so much stuff there. So at the top I've just kept some cards from when I graduated, and there's a picture of me and my husband and our dog Sandy. And then the second shelf is the top shelf is kind of just like a little display of, oh, that's upside down. So these are books that I've made or exhibitions that I've been in. So yeah, I just wanted to keep like a memento from all the things that I've done. Yeah, exhibition. I made this concertina book. This was my master's exhibition we did, and this was the master's catalogue. And then behind there are 2 books called The Siren of Southsea that I made as part of my master's degree. So if you want me to go through and show you some of this stuff in more detail, let me know. But yeah, got the rest of the shelf to show you, so it might take a while. Yeah, and then this is just like another little display shelf really. I've got so much stuff that I never know what to do with it. This is like a little Bob Ross and a Bob Ross painting calendar that my mother-in-law got me for Christmas one year. It's super cute. And some more congratulation cards. My mermaids have more fun mug that I use now for paint water. It's really good. And my little Pasheen Brighton enamel pin that I got from the cafe when they did the pop-up cafe in Brighton. These are really cute little wedding llamas that my friend got me when we were getting married. And then this is Sandy's flower collar that she wore for our wedding, and then I've just got loads of like random like reindeer antlers and stuff that only come out once a year. Little Mermaid, Pasheen. I've got some pheasant feathers. Oops. Got some pheasant feathers on this shelf that I don't know what to do with. I want to make something out of them. I don't want to waste them, so I've just kind of kept them. But yeah, I don't really know. I was thinking maybe a dream catcher with some like dangly feathers, but they're really long. So if you have any ideas, let me know. A little Bahamas plaque that my husband got when he was on deployment. And then the next shelf down is kind of just a mismatch of loads of different stuff. So I store a lot of materials on here, and then this is kind of the bookshelf part of it. So I've got a colouring book, lots of notebooks. This is the Sea White of Brighton catalogue that I feature in. I showed you it in one of my sketchbook videos, so I'll link that down below if you want to see my work in there. But yeah, that's I kept that as like a nice memento. Then some test prints, some watercolour paper and canvases, notebooks, books from Winchester School of Art when I was there, our projects, shared drive. And yeah, shared drive. I've got a couple of those books. This is a really cute box that my friend got me for my birthday one year. It says Beth's Paintbrushes, and it's just got paintbrushes, pencils, all sorts in there. My graduation photo, my husband's passing out photo, some wood slices that I use for pet portraits, doing people's pets on, and then just some paintbrushes and storage and stuff. And then got more paint, PVA glue, some varnish, gesso, and then I've got my resin and kind of the molds to go with it, and like all the resin stuff like gloves, glitter, all the pots to mix it in and stuff. I got some acrylic markers here, my paint palette. I just used a plate from the kitchen because sometimes I find the tubed watercolour paints work better on like a ceramic instead of plastic. And then I've got my acrylic pouring paints. I've got the Arteza ones, which I think are pretty good. I really like them. And then I just bought some other ones off of Amazon that weren't as good, so I kind of just mixed the both. I've got a coaster mould. I've got 2 coaster moulds and a palette mould for resin. And then just got some more cartridge paper there. I use this to store some of my greetings cards, so I need to take these ones into the gallery. But yeah, these are my new ones that I've been working on. Yeah, I think they're really nice. So I just ordered a few of each just to test out the designs really and see which ones are popular. So I need to run those into the gallery. At some point, more marker pens. Here is my resin palette that I made myself. It's kind of like a pinky white glitter. So yeah, that's pretty. And then I've just got more watercolour paper, different paper pads, a canvas that I might paint back over. But yeah, just lots of different papers and canvases. And then we get down to these shelves. So I've got some more paintbrushes in a paint roll here, some spare envelopes for my cards, some sanders for when I sand down the edges of the resin coasters and stuff, some notebooks that have been already filled and used, some spare canvases that I want to paint back over because I was just experimenting with acrylic pour years ago and I want to reuse them. I've got some stuff for when I used to make the acrylic pour clocks, and then this bottom shelf is kind of just all the packaging materials. So whenever I get a delivery, I keep all the packaging like from Amazon and everything, just so I can reuse it, so it's not wasteful. I think it's better than me ordering in packing materials and trying to make it look really pretty and stuff. Like, it's really nice, but I thought if I've got reusable stuff, I might as well just use that so it's not so wasteful. And then this is my toolbox that my husband made, but it's just full of my acrylic paints, so I need to decorate that and make it into my paint box. Then I've just got some cello wrap here, and to the side I've got my print rack. So I used to do a few markets and stuff, so I'd have a print rack full of prints. I've got some spare mounts and a portfolio and a screen printing set wedged down the side, if you can see that. And then randomly a bag of paper pom-poms. These were used for our wedding, and I've tried to sell them or see if anyone wants to reuse them, but nobody's come forward yet, so they're just kind of chilling in my studio in a bag. And then I've got a portfolio there full of old work as well. So yeah, this is it really. This is my lovely little home studio. Thank you for watching. I hope you really enjoyed seeing where I work and where I create all my artwork. So yeah, thank you for watching. I have some plans to make this room more kind of aesthetically pleasing. Like, I love watching studio tours and seeing how people have decorated and done their own studios or home offices, painted it their like brand colours and stuff, and yeah, got plants and make it really, really, really nice. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing to this room. So maybe I'll do a before and after video once I've decorated. You can see the changes I've made. So yeah, that's it for this week's video. Thank you again for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe. It really does help me out. Recommend to your friends if they are fellow creatives and want an arty channel to watch as well. But yeah, that's it from me this week. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.